Bulls fans, if Chicago's sitting at number 4, this could be one of the biggest decisions of the rebuild. Do you take Cam Boozer, or who reminds me of a shorter LaMarcus Aldridge, or do you take Caleb Wilson, who gives you Amar'e Stoudemire vibes? Comment below who you want, Caleb Wilson or Cam Boozer. So the question is simple. Let's start with Cam Boozer. To me, Boozer reminds me of a shorter LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm not saying he's exactly going to be like LaMarcus Aldridge, but the play style is similar. He plays under control. He can score in the post, face up, hit that mid-range jumper, rebound, make threes, make the right play. He doesn't have to jump out the gym to make an impact of the game. Um, and for Caleb Wilson is different. Caleb Wilson reminds you more of a Amar'e Stoudemire type of player, but the athletic profile and upside gives me that type of feeling for Caleb Wilson. He's explosive, he's long, he can run the floor, attack the rim, finish above the basket, and give the Bulls a more dynamic front court. The one thing is Caleb Wilson plays in less traffic than Cam Boozer. Cam Boozer plays in a lot of traffic. He does a lot of pick and pops, pick and rolls. So Cam Boozer plays in a lot of traffic, and a lot of eyes are on Cam Boozer. There's a double every time he posts. I mean, not every time he posts, but there's double teams when he's posting, spinning. There's always a second defender nearby Cam Boozer. He plays in a lot of traffic, and he makes the right reads, and his agility checked out pretty well at the combine, which is less concerning because you need good agility to defend. You need good agility, good side to side movement to defend in the NBA level, and he checked out pretty well, better than a lot of people thought he would have. Um, and Caleb Wilson, on the other hand, he plays in less traffic. He gets a lot of setup, and there's that block right there. He gets a lot of setup. He can switch 1 through 5. He can guard all 5 positions. Caleb Wilson can. Um, and that's what you want in the championship rounds. A lot of teams can define. One player can defend all 5 positions. There's at least 3 to 4 starters that can defend all positions on the team, on a championship level team, and you want that. Bulls do not have that in anyone on the roster. Um, Bulls can score a lot of points. We've seen them score a lot of points. Cam Boozer just adds a different layer to that. But Bulls are missing a defender, of a lengthy defender that can guard twos, threes, fours, and fives, that can switch on anyone. The Bulls are missing that defender. There's a lot of high scoring Bulls game, but there's not a lot of defense being played. Caleb Wilson injects defense onto the team, his energy, his passion. And that's why Caleb Wilson is the better fit with the Bulls, because the Bulls don't have anyone who, if we're playing against LeBron, who's defending LeBron on that team? Caleb Wilson can defend LeBron in long stretches. Who's guarding Luka Doncic? You know, if SGA calls a lot of screens, so who's switching on those screens with SGA? I wouldn't feel Cam Boozer as much as comfortable switching on SGA than I would Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson can switch, can defend, brings energy, brings passion. He's more of a Chicago type build. Chicago loves that type of player that brings hustleness, passion, energy. So Caleb Wilson does score a lot of points around the rim. He's not a good 3-point shooter. It seems like he shoots on the way down, so that can be corrected. But it seems like he shoots on the way down. The free throw line gives me a little bit of concern about his mid-range game. Um, not the best free throw shooter, but he can build. He can build on shooting. It may take a year, 2 years, 3 years. Sometimes it takes time building on shooting. It doesn't happen right away. But I believe Caleb Wilson just fits perfectly with the Bulls. They need a long, athletic defender on the perimeter or the post, and that can switch on anyone. They don't have that in anyone. So they need that. And I say Caleb Wilson plays in less traffic. Look at that. Cam Boozer's always playing in traffic over there. You see that highlight. Caleb Wilson plays in less traffic. A lot of his points are around the rim. They're being set up for him. His point guards are setting him up. They're drawing attention. So Caleb Wilson does play around the rim. A lot of his points is around the rim. He's good around that area. Um, he will need to learn how to play in a little bit more traffic in the next level. I don't think size is that big of an issue as it once was because look at Chet Holmgren. He's 7'1", but he doesn't weigh a lot. He has a very skinny build to him. So I believe Caleb Wilson is the best fit for the Bulls. Um, just because that defense, that edge he brings, and Cam Boozer is still a good fit. It's just Caleb Wilson is a better fit for the Bulls. Comment down your thoughts. What you think below. Who do you want and why do you want them? Thank you.